mission of the Academic and Career Readiness program at Alamance Community College is to provide educational opportunities for adults 18 years or older who have not completed high school or who would like assistance with basic education skills. Our program offers many different courses, from adult basic education and high school equivalency, adult high school, adult basic literacy education, career college, English as a second or foreign language, citizenship classes, basic skills plus, and college prep. Academic and career readiness instructors have daily, weekly, and monthly paperwork procedures to complete. Registration forms. Instructors should fill out a registration form for students when they first attend class. The student should sign the registration form to match the legal name on file. The registration date should match the date the student first attends class. At the beginning of each semester, instructors should fill out a new registration form for each student attending and have the student sign. The white copy of the registration form should be sent to Jamie Isaac, and the yellow copy stays in the folder. The registration date should be the first date of the semester the student attends. The lead instructor should print their name as they would on any legal document. Students should sign the registration form with the legal name that is on file. Student sign-in sheets are essential to keep up with student hours. This equals FTE, which equals funding for our program. Students should sign into class when entering and leaving class using the approved sign-in sheet. They must write legibly using only blue or black ink on the timesheets. Pencil and colored ink is not allowed. The student should sign in using the name that they are registered under, not nicknames. If the student time is out of order, then the instructor should initial. Instructors should then record the total time in quarter-hour increments. The lead instructor signs the sign-in sheet daily. If a sub covers the class, the sub needs to be the one to sign the sign-in sheet for that day. The instructor's name on the sign-in sheet must appear as they are on legal documents. Web attendance. Instructors should make sure to enter web attendance daily. At the end of the month, an email should be sent when all the attendance has been added. It should be sent to eattendance@access.alamancecc.edu. At the end of the semester, the instructor should send an email stating that they have clicked the final submit button. Instructors should make sure that their hours on the sign-in sheet match the hours that are being entered into web attendance. This is an example of web attendance. Check the final submission box only at the end of each semester. In order for payroll to be processed in a timely and efficient manner, instructors should follow these guidelines for their timesheets. Lead instructors should record the hours worked on the timesheet in quarter-hour increments. List all contracted days on the timesheet. Record inclement weather days and holidays on the timesheet with 0 hours listed and a note that class was canceled or it was a holiday. Lead instructors should record who subbed and when on their timesheet. Co-instructors do not have to document who covered when they were out. The word out is all that is required. Co-instructors should list all contracted days on the timesheet, whether they are working or not. Instructors should make sure to sign the timesheet as they would any legal document. Timesheets should be turned into Jamie Isaac by the end of each month. ACC's attendance policy requires students to attend for 80% of the available class time. If students cannot meet the attendance requirement, they should not be allowed to continue in class. The instructor should first give the student a warning. This can be done via phone call, text message, or email. It is essential to communicate this with the student. If the student does not adhere to the warning, the student should then be dropped. If there is ever a question or a concern about a student's attendance or dropping a student, contact your coordinator. To drop a student, the instructor must first contact the student prior to turning a folder in. This can be done through a phone call, text message, or email. Complete a follow-up form. Make sure to put the last date the student attended class on the follow-up form. Place the follow-up form at the top of the student folder and send the folder to Betty Harris through the interoffice mail. Make sure to send dropped folders to Betty immediately. Do not hold onto a folder for longer than 2 weeks. Our assessment team follows up with students immediately after receiving a dropped folder to see if there is a different option or what might be a roadblock to their attending class. When a student graduates, it's time to celebrate. But wait, there's still paperwork. The instructor should first fill out the follow-up form indicating that the student has graduated. The instructor should then give the student information about their free class and their future at ACC. The instructor should encourage the student to reach out to Rachel Hussey, our Retention and Transition Coordinator. The instructor should provide the student with information about finding their diploma. The student should then write thank you cards for any testing scholarships that were received and send them to Rachel Hussey at the Dillingham campus. And last, it's time to celebrate the student's success. This is the Academic and Career Readiness follow-up form. It should be sent to Betty Harris along with the folder when dropping or completing a student. Remember, dropping a student does not mean they cannot come back. It is just a way for us to make sure they are committed to the program. If students have a change of information form should be filled out and submitted to Jamie Isaac. Make sure to attach proper documentation and have students sign the form. For changes to an address for official GED testing, it must take place 2 weeks prior to the student's last official test. Student folders should always remain in a locked filing cabinet. If your filing cabinet does not lock, see your coordinator immediately. When sending folders through interoffice mail, they should be placed in a sealed envelope. Folders should be kept organized and in a proper order. For the most current order of documents in the student folders, please check with your coordinator. Our program offers many classes at different locations across the community. It is essential for our instructors to check and respond to their access email daily. This is how we communicate most of the information within the program. Instructors should also like and follow the ACC Academic and Career Readiness program on Facebook. Important announcements are posted here on a daily basis.